We have the pleasure of being joined by Rajesh Pavitran, a good friend of mine who's doing a blockchain project that we'll discuss. But yeah, so thank you all for joining. Let's give it a few moments for people to join the stream, and we'll have a chance to hear what Raj is up to.
Ian, where can I grab your live link?
On my channel, youtube.com/hackingthesystem.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who's here, who's joining us. Okay, let me move this out of the frame. Hey, what's up, James? Thanks for joining. You're first. Hey, what's up, Fuzzy Bid? Thanks for joining. Hey, Soli. Hey, Victor. Hey, Emma. How are you? Hey, Junaid. Do I think DMT or ZRX will reach $1? Well, in my opinion, I'm still bullish on them. So, but that's hard to say right now. But maybe down the line. Hey, Kana, thanks for joining. James, Nui, Seth, FinCon. Hey, what's up, Seth? Nice meeting you at FinCon. Hey, Peter. Hey, Tevin. Talk to me 2000. Thanks for joining. Hey, Massblock, Jason. All right, we're getting a good crowd here.
Okay, good job.
All right, let me just fix my camera here. What'd you say, Raj?
I said you're the man.
Thanks. Hey, Doug. Thanks for joining. Dalton, Walter, Jason. All right, so I think we can go ahead and start. DSO Mal. All right. So, guys, we have the pleasure of being joined by a very, very good friend of mine, close friend of mine, former coworker of mine, right? Boon. Boon Tech is the ICO, right? You're working on?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so before diving into anything, let me just kind of give some overview on, I guess, my opinion on this, right? So, disclosure, me and Raj have been friends for a while. I've known Raj...
7 years, 7 years, Ian.
7 years, right. So, I've known Raj since when?
During your Georgetown? When you're in Georgetown?
George Washington, yes. So, I've known Raj since I was in college. I was, I think, junior, I believe. Right? So, and Raj was actually the person who convinced me to join IBM. Right? Because Raj was working over there. Right, so Raj has always, in a way, been a mentor of mine for a while, right? He's a very, very smart guy. He's an all-star in my book. He'll go through his own background, but he's worked for IBM, Oracle, like all the big brands. He has a book, right? What's your book's name?
A simplified service-oriented architecture.
Yeah. So, and this guy he's the real deal, in my opinion, right? And he's a shrewd businessman because he also left his job at IBM, right?
Yeah, I left in 2014.
Yeah, and he also left the corporate world and formed his own business, and he's been very, very successful making apps, right? So this guy he's a true all-star in my book, right? So just want to make that statement. Disclosure, we are friends. Disclosure, I have not yet invested in his ICO. Disclosure, I will not be doing an official review because there's a conflict of interest, right? So if you guys are looking for a review, don't come to me for that, right? I've taught you guys how to fish, how to evaluate ICOs, right? Raj is also, he knows my work, so he knows he can't come to my audience with anything too crazy, right? So with that being said, he's here in the hot seat, so we'll be asking him any questions. So let's start things off by, Raj, tell us an overview of how you got into crypto, your background, and everything like that.
Okay, so... Crypto is something technology. Like I am 100% into technology. Before I quit IBM, I had 16 years of experience in IT. I started with GE, then moved on to Oracle, then I moved on to IBM. So I was 100% a technical person up until 2014. And prior to that, Ian, you forgot to mention about our business together.
Okay, yeah. So me and Raj have, a while back had a business together. It was called Cheeky Style. It was a fashion magazine, right? And an agency as well. So we've done some business together as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
So in 2014, I quit IBM and started my own a technology company. We make mobile apps and complex websites, like most into multi-vendor websites. And I also have a marketing wing in my company. So those were the three things I was doing. Then crypto happened. Actually, Ian is the one who told me about.
I told you about crypto. I evangelized you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey Raj, you know what? Don't sleep on Bitcoin and cryptos. Like, this is a game changer.
Yeah, exactly. So then I learned about this. I learned about smart contract, solidity, POS, POW, and all those things. And then I realized that there is a great opportunity for a micro job platform, which I was doing. I was deeply into freelancing immediately after I quit IBM, because I just quit one day. So I didn't plan on anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to IBM tomorrow.
Yeah.
So at that time, I wanted to have some projects. So then I did freelancing at Upwork, freelancer.com, and realized that that field has a lot of potential in terms of numbers. Actually, just in America, we have $1.5 trillion contributed by freelancers in a year. Mm-hmm. And Upwork has a market cap of $650 million, as well as Fiverr. They have a market cap of $650 million. And then there is Freelancer. They have a market cap of $100 million. So we are talking about just these fiat legacy-based platform of more than $1.5 billion a year. And I know how exactly that works. It's basically their revenue model is 100% service fees, which they take like 20%. For example, if let's say that Ian hire me to do a website or a mobile app, and if he pays me $10,000, Fiverr take $2,000 and Upwork take $2,000. So that is their business model. So in the blockchain, it is completely opposite. Our business model is we don't have any service fee, like zero. So it is win-win situation for everybody involved.
So if there's no service fee, how do you guys make money? How do you guys stay in business?
I'll come to the revenue model, but just let me explain how this works in blockchain. So in blockchain, we don't have any transaction fees. So that means all these middlemen, they charge 20%. And on top of that, Visa and MasterCard, they charge like 3%. So people who is hiring anybody using these platforms, they are basically they're basically taking 23% more to all these middlemen. And in blockchain, we know that we don't have any transaction fee, even though it is like 12 cents, 10 cents. So we completely take out this service fee, 100%. Then we have two main revenue model, which is one is the bid highlight. So it works like Google AdWords,
like a featured job or posting.
Yeah. So let's say that if, for example, in Freelancer, if you post a project for website design, you probably get like 100 bids. And if you want to be top of that chain, so you pay Upwork or Freelancer. So we have the same concept. That means you're not forced to pay us anything. But if you want to be highlighted, we will have like 3 posts, like 1, 2, 3, just like in Google Ads. And the top one costs more. And I have a number in my white paper. It's like 5%, 3%, 2% of the total project cost. So again, that is not forced. You don't have to do it. Only if you want to, you can do that. That is one thing. What is the one revenue stream? Another revenue stream is we have a membership model. So we have free membership, we have a gold membership, and the platinum membership. So in free membership, you will get up to 200 bids. So basically, it is good for a beginner. You know, if you are single and if you are just freelancing, you are good. But if you're a company, you will have more resources. Then you can upgrade to gold membership, where you get like 500 bids. Then you have platinum, so you get more bids.
All right. So can you tell us about your upcoming ICO, the date, the token metrics?
Of course. So I want this to be win-win for everybody involved, which means people who are using the platform, people who is hiring there, people who is getting the work done, and our company and all of our investors. So our metrics are absolutely fantastic in the sense that in numbers, Ian, you are my guru in this for the metrics.
Thank you, thank you.
No, we both are numbers people, So we kind of I like numbers a lot. So for example, our market cap is 20 million, which is very, very low compared to our competitors. Our competitors has a market cap of 1.5 billion combined in a year. That is their revenue. And I expect to take all those because they cannot
really?
compete with me. No, it is.
Very ambitious.
I know that I'm sounding overconfident, but that is not true. It is just they don't have anything to compete with a blockchain-based platform. Basically, because they cannot reduce their service fee. And even if let's say that they completely eliminate their service fee, then they have to pay PayPal or a MasterCard for their transaction charge. So their whole business model is based on this service fee, and we have none. We have gas fee, like 10 cents.
Right.
So that is one thing, and we give more than what their membership model is right now. For example, Upwork will give you 60 bits free, and after that, each bit is $2. We give 200 bits free, and after that, you pay $30, you get 300 or 400 bits. I have to look at the numbers,
So how does this compare with the platform like Freelancers, for example?
Yeah, so for example, they have an escrow. We have an escrow. So when let's say you hire me, let's take an example of web design. You hire me to create a website, and let's say it's $1,000. So you pay the company, that is us, $1,000, and we put that in an escrow. And when I finish the job, you say that when you are satisfied, you will say, okay, I am satisfied, happy, I'm going to release the funds. It's the same like Upwork or Freelancers, whatever platform that there is. And they are in the legacy fiat world, they are the middleman. So, but they charge for being a middleman. We give rewards to the people who are the top owners. I have 10% coins allocated for rewards, which we will give every year for the top earners and the top contributors on our platform.
Yeah, I mean, so I've not looked much into Freelancers. I'm not sure if anybody here knows, but Freelancers is kind of like the Ethereum, it's a freelancing site on the Ethereum blockchain.
Oh, that Freelancers? It's okay. I was talking about Freelancers. This is blockchain at Freelancers, right?
Yeah, Freelancers, yeah.
Oh, so they have, okay, so we have one more thing called hedging. For example, in crypto world, there is a lot of volatility. For example, today, Ethereum is $300. Tomorrow, it is $350, maybe. Sometimes it is $250. So what we do is we have a technology, or like a technical, logical implementation called hedging. Hedging is basically a finance concept. So you hedge against something stable. So we hedge against USD. So what we do is we use two APIs, Coinbase API and GDAX API. We use GDAX because it is a US-based exchange, and we are a US-based company, and everything is legal, and we can trust them. So what we do is, let's say that you send me $1,000 in USD, in Ethereum, in today's value. Immediately we take that and put that into our USD. We convert that into USD and store it in our escrow. And when the job is done, at that point, whatever the value of Ethereum, we have that money. For example, $1,000. So let's say that at that time, Ethereum is 350. So the person who has done the job get the value for $1,000. So that means there is no volatility in our platform.
So you guys are basically
Freelancers doesn't have it. And one more difference between Freelancers and us is we have two blockchain. We use Ethereum blockchain as well as our own blockchain. So once the money is in our platform, we use our blockchain. That means the slowness of the Ethereum blockchain. Whatever happens with Ethereum blockchain, we are not affected. So people get their money, So we use two blockchains. That is the reason we need our coin. That is one reason we need our own coin. Freelancers uses Ethereum.
Wait, so You have your own blockchain working in tandem with Ethereum blockchain?
Yes. So we use Ethereum blockchain for the first transaction. Once the Ethereum is in our platform, we use our blockchain. So,
Okay.
for example, rewards, membership fees, and all those things, we don't use Ethereum blockchain. We have a Genesis block, our own blockchain.
All right. So if people can pay in, do they pay in Ethereum? Do they pay with your token? Do they pay in fiat? What options are available for payment?
Okay. So right now, today, you can pay in Boon coin and Ethereum.
Okay.
And in the next version, in the roadmap, we have BTC, Zcash, and LTC. We will accept BTC, Zcash, and LTC in the next version. In the third version, we are going to accept USD, EUR, AUD, and CAD.
I mean, so if you have all those different currencies, then what is the value of Boon coin?
It doesn't see that is actually independent of Boon coin. I just want to make this platform a little bit more open and people to use it.
Frictionless. Okay.
Yeah, so we need to make it easy, for people to use it. After some time, there won't be any like in after the second version, after the third version, there won't be any difference between Upwork and us. People don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So they can transfer money in any form or manner, USD, EUR, AUD, whatever. And once they are in our platform, we don't charge any fees. Upwork takes 20%. So how can they compete with us? They can't. I'm gonna take all their money. Yeah. No, all seriously. Right. I mean, they can't compete, and they can't go back out. They can go back too. If they have to go back, they have to fire like 80% of their staff.
All right. So I guess, do you want to finish the token metrics? Then
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, yeah. So I want to talk about a little bit about our project, in the sense that our team,
yeah, go ahead, talk about
our system and all those things. I mean, I was talking technical up until now. So we have a team of 60 plus years of IT experience combined from Oracle, GE, IBM, and Thomson Reuters. So we have a database expert, we have network expert, we have blockchain expert. Then me, and then we have a marketing guy who has an app of close to 1 million downloads. So he knows how to bring the app to the public or people who wants to use it. And we have a guy who owned an OTC exchange. He's from Texas. His name is Rob. And the marketing person is Govind. And Bobby is the database person. He has 22 years of experience from Oracle and IBM. And we worked in Oracle together. And then I have Sunil, and Sunil works in the blockchain field in Thomson Reuters, and Vinay is the network security guy. He also works at Thomson Reuters. So that is our technical team, and we have so all of us have business experience. That means we know how business works. Everybody except for Sunil, he still works at Thomson. Everyone has quit their job and started their own thing. Bobby owns another company called LeaseWorks. They work in the cloud base for aviation. He has more than $1 million revenue in his company. Bobby and Vinay work together in that project. Govind has MobiGraph, which they have like 5 apps. So and he has close to 1 million downloads for all the apps. He has very successful business experience. So we are not like amateurs who just because blockchain happened, we need a blockchain. That is not us. So I have three years of business. Actually, I have more than 3. We used to do it together, Ian, right? But still, we were at IBM. So and I also own a modeling agency in DC. We are number 2 in DC. You can check that out. You can actually search for modeling agencies in DC. My modeling agency is Boon Models pop up. So I have marketing experience. I have marketing team. So that is our team. And token metrics. It is perfect. It is win for everybody. We have 20 million market cap, and that is really, really low. And we have a total coin of 1 billion. We are giving away 500 million coins for ICO, and our coin cost 4 cents. And one more very, very important, like seriously important point, we have a cap, which is 20 Ether or $6,000. So I'm not looking for any whales. We don't have anybody contributing more than 20 Ether. So I want our coins to be distributed even among all of our public so that everybody gets value. So you know what happened with Decentraland. In first 20 seconds,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ICO was
Everybody.
over.
All right, all right.
It won't happen with us. We have $20 Ether. I'm just actually following 0x project. They had an amazing ICO, and if you haven't noticed, even if anything happens with the crypto market, their coin don't lose value because it is owned by so many people. You know, it is very well distributed. So I want my coin to be like that. So we have only 20
Yeah,
Ether.
0x has been very stable.
So it will be close to more than 5,000 people will hold our coins if we hit our cap.
Right. When's the ICO?
ICO, I'm planning to start on November 10th after the fork. I'm starting pre-sales.
Fork is the 15th, I thought. Unless I missed the date.
Yeah, I think 10th. We are aiming for 10th, but I don't know. It depends upon how we do in pre-sales. I haven't started collecting money yet, so 10th or 15th. You know, it doesn't.
All right. So,
but people can register now. One more thing. I'm working with the biggest law firm in the U.S. for ICO. They are Paul Hastings. They did Filecoin. They have more than 70 years of existence. And we are doing everything legally and transparent, 100% transparent. We passed a COVID test. Then what else? So they're from California, and they are assisting us. So we are accepting money from U.S. investors. Not many ICOs does that. It's a lot of hard work and paperwork and a lot of submission, working with so many agencies, you know, SEC, FinCEN, whatnot, IRS.
Okay.
So that is our story.
All right, let's open up the floor.
Okay.
All right, so welcome guys to the channel. If this is the first time watching it, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you like it. All right, so first question is, what are these bits you got from the membership, and what else does the membership get you?
Okay, so membership, I have to, let me pull down the white paper. Hold on one second. So we have a session in our white paper. I will read that out. One second, Ian.
Is it pretty complex?
Oh, yeah, I got it. So page number 31, if you go to the page number 31 on our white paper, so we have three types of membership. One is free membership, gold membership, and platinum membership. For free membership, if you know this industry, this works like this. If somebody needs to get a job done, they post a project, and people with that skill set will bid for that project. So with free membership, we give 200 bids free. For gold membership, it is $30 a month. We give 500 bids free. And then we have a platinum membership. We have 5,000 bids free. So, and then we filter the other things like displaying skill set, portfolio items, access to projects, what kind of projects you have access to. For example, the free members cannot access projects more than $5,000. But you can live off, you can make your own, you can earn a lot, even though you don't have access to more than 5,000 USD. Gold members will have access to 100,000 USD projects. Then all the bid highlights are paid for free membership. We will give 100 bid highlights free for gold. For platinum, we have 500 bid highlights, and then they start paying. We have NDA. We have sealed project, which means like if an employer doesn't want to show the amount he has paid for the project, he can seal that project. You can't use sealed projects in free membership, but you have it in gold and platinum. And you can follow if you like an employer, you can follow that employer, but there is no employer following in free membership, but in gold we allow.
So is it a site and an app as well? Or?
Yeah, we have a site as well as an app. We have a web platform. We have Android and iOS. Oh, I forgot to mention that. That is an important metric. We are live. So you can go and hire people using Ethereum right now. We haven't minted the Boon coins yet because I'm waiting for KYC to complete. Then we will start distributing Boon coins, and that is the reason we are not a security. We have to have a Boon coins in our platform to use it, and that is the definition of security, and that is how we pass, how we test. It is not a future expectation of token. You can actually use that token in our platform. So those are the 3 types of membership. But again, I have made it very, very sure that a person in Bangladesh or a person in India who is going to use our platform, he will survive without paying us anything. But again, if he wants to highlight it bid, if he wants to access more than $5,000 project, he pays like $30 a month,
All right.
which
So
is
next
actually nothing.
question. Actually, I think you already answered that. From Priest was how does it work? I think we already covered that. Next one is, what's the name of your ICO again?
I'm sorry.
What's the full name of the ICO again? And what's
Okay.
what's
Our ICO website is boon.vc. VC as like in venture capital. Our platform is boon.tech, and our coin name is Boon Coin.
Okay. All right. Next question is.
We will put that information under your YouTube video once this is done. And we also have a Telegram channel. We have more than 1,000 people. And our response is amazing, man. You don't believe. People will come in every day and ask me, when is it starting? When is it starting? I'm like, hey, let me do my KYC first. I don't want to go to jail.
All right. So next question is. Okay, let me see. Outside of price, how will you position yourself against an established brand like Upwork?
Okay, that is the whole reason we are doing this ICO. We need money for marketing, and we need a lot of money for marketing. For example, Upwork, Freelancer, people per hour, they spend a lot of money on Google, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and right now I don't have that money. So we need money for marketing. So basically, just imagine this: if you have a platform which gives you all the functions, all the features, which you have it on the legacy platform, and you don't have to pay. And everybody who works, they want to get the full money they work for. So yeah, so it is kind of like a democracy,
Right.
And people will earn everything what they work for, and employers, they are the cash cows for all the legacy platform.
So
they get the full value of what they do. And on top of that, if they are top earners, they get more Boon coins in rewards.
Yeah,
so why not?
So for me, as you know, I've also done a freelancing app, right? Peer Hustle.
Yeah.
And although, it's definitely a big space, getting people to join is very, very hard because it's a two-sided marketplace, right? So what's your strategy to get the first 1,000 people on the site? On the side of the app. What's your go-to-market plan?
Okay, so that is my marketing plan is we will use Google, we will use Twitter, LinkedIn, social media, hire influencers, do road shows, do manual like word-to-word mouth, like give rewards for people who join our site, who will, the best marketing is by word of mouth. So we are coming up with a marketing plan from tomorrow onwards. Actually, it is called proof of confidence. So if you
really?
do, yeah.
Okay.
So if
Similar
you
to
put
Quantstamp?
up site, sorry.
like Quantstamp?
Yeah. They're amazing. That is what I'm not ashamed to copy something which is working. Okay.
Yeah.
That works. We are going to use the same, but we're going to call it a different name.
Right.
Okay. So, but that works. That works like a charm, So I'm going to use the same thing, and I'm going to use the same strategy for our platform, so we can give rewards to people who promote our platform, which actually our work on. They cannot give away money just like that, but we can. We have coins, and we give them as rewards. So we will have that strategy, and I have to. So we have to identify all the channels where these freelancers and employers go, and we will go there and promote us. In any platform, if you have money, you can buy ads, use the word of mouth. I think the biggest one will be the word of mouth.
All right, so one comment from Investorcrats International: Raj is too cool.
Thank you, buddy.
Then Vere.
Go to the moon. Boon to the moon. That's the whole thing.
All right, so next one is a question from Vere. Where can I cop that jacket?
What does that mean?
Where can you buy that jacket you have? That's a Indian coat, right? Traditional Indian coat, right?
Yeah, you like my coat? Okay, man. You just buy some coins. I'll give you for free.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So people are saying the fork is November 16th. Okay. Yeah.
So, November 16th?
Yeah, 16th or 15th. Okay,
then we will have to postpone our ICO.
Yeah. So I think
I don't want to do anything before the fork.
Yeah, I think right now they're all just estimates because it's tied to a block number. Right, so depending on how fast the blocks are being mined and stuff.
Yeah. I was waiting for fork to get over because I know crypto space very well. And if something jittery happens, people are not confident.
Right. Okay, so
we don't want to test the waters.
Next question from Blockchain Guru: where do you store your project details?
I'm sorry.
Where do you store your project details?
Where do I store?
Yeah, I think it's saying like, where's the data being stored?
I don't understand. We have, if in the platform, we have an escrow system. We have a database. We use actually Oracle.
Really? Okay.
To store the data. Oh, so he's asking about the cloud?
No, I'm not sure if he. Where do you store the project details? Okay, I guess when somebody makes a new project, right? Where's that being stored? Is that being stored on the blockchain? Is that being stored?
Oh, no. Blockchain, we use blockchain for two things. One is for transaction. And the other one for, distributing the rewards, membership details, and all those things. But all the project, actually that is in our roadmap. So we are going to integrate. Oh, that is one thing the legacy system cannot. Oh, so one guy asked a question before, right? I'm going to answer that one plus this one, okay?
Okay.
So in blockchain, we use two blockchains. One is the Ethereum blockchain, and we have our own blockchain. In the Ethereum blockchain, we use it for transaction, for people to give us money and give it back for that transaction. And once the money is in our system, we use our own blockchain for reward system, membership, and all those things. And then we are going to integrate a bug tracking system like Bugzilla, Jira, and project management system like Basecamp or Asana or any of those systems. And so that is one major difference between us and the legacy system. The legacy system cannot use this because that is a different platform. The employer and the freelancer can communicate each other. So Upwork, if they start communicating without their knowledge and they build the trust, they don't need Upwork. They can save the 20% fee. For us, we can have everything, because we have the trust of the employees as well as the freelancer. They come back because they earn rewards, and they don't have anything to lose. They only to gain. So that is what I said, Ian. We are going to take all that 1.5 billion from everyone. They can't compete with us.
That's very ambitious. Okay, so next question is.
It is ambitious, but it is 100% possible.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So once we have the currencies integrated, there is no difference, and you don't have to go anywhere. For example, in Upwork, let's say that you have bugs in the project, you need to have a different platform, bug tracking platform. They can have it, and if they have it, they work together.
Yeah. All right. Next question is: how many bonuses are you guys handling to all the investors, including VCs? So I guess
What?
So
how many?
So what's your bonus? I mean, like, how big are your bonuses? Pre-sale.
Okay, so bonus up until tonight, and Ian, I think I want to give your readers and your viewers something special. So I was planning to stop our pre-sales from tomorrow, but I think we need to give them a reference ID or something. So if you give them if they use that reference ID, I will give like 25% and extend maybe like 2 or 3 days more. for your viewers. But look, I don't want to give away bonus. Actually, that is a wrong strategy. And so many ICOs give like 50% bonus, 75% bonus, and people who buy last, it's not fair for them, you know.
Right.
So I'm only giving 25% up until we reach 5 or 6 million. I think we have 6 million soft cap now. So up until we reach like 6 million, I'm going to give 25%, and after that, I'm not going to give any pre-sale bonus, nothing. Even if I don't sell the coins, that is fine. Like even if I don't hit the 20 million, that is fine, because it'll be like metal. You know, you have like a good room for growth.
Right. Okay.
So, but I want to consider your viewers, and I'll give probably I'll have like a reference ID. I will send you a reference ID or something. They can get like a 25% bonus for next 3 or 4 days. We will decide.
All right. So next question is from Blockchain Guru.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of nonsense is this? How in the world do we need a blockchain for some job board?
Okay. So is it Blockchain Guru?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Guru. So see, this is what blockchain does. You know, it takes out the middleman. In the present scenario, the middleman takes 20% cut. So let's say that you are a person who earns $50,000 a year, and do you want to give $10,000 to another person just for using their platform? Come on, that is insane, you know. So if you earn 50,000, we will give you 50,000, but the Upwork or any other present platform will not. And not only that, by 2027, majority of the U.S. workers will be freelancers. That study was done by actually Upwork. So, and we have $1.4 trillion contributed to the U.S. economy from freelancers. So freelancers are not a small market. It is a huge market. If you are not in this,
yeah, it is. I mean, especially with the sharing economy, right? People are willing to become freelancers with side hustles.
It's huge. And most of our investors, like in the sense that most of the people who showed interest in our platform, everybody, they know the field and they know how big that is. It is huge, Guru. You need to, I'll give you an exercise. Go to freelancer.com and create a project for 250 to 750 for web design. You will get more than 100 bids. That is, there are 100 people waiting to do your website in like an hour. That is huge. You know, there are a lot of people who's doing this, and that is just one platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
it's huge.
Next question is, what's the value of Boon coin?
4 cents.
4 cents. Okay.
4
so
cents.
4 cents per token.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So Ian, I got that metrics from you.
The token metrics. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
token metrics. Yeah, you're the guru, man.
and I think you also meant, what's the token utility of Boon coin?
Okay, so you need to use Boon coin in our platform to hire on get work. So we have a Hobby test results on our website, boon.vc. Please go and check it out. We have, I think, like 10% likely to be, so that that is the best you can get in Hobby. So Hobby test is basically this. If a token has to be used in the platform to do any kind of task or to avail any kind of service, and that is not a security. Security is something where you expect profit without doing anything with that token. Okay? So we need to have Boon token in our platform to implement our functionalities. So basically, this will be the perfect project to do to make a coin utility. So I have been following a lot of ICOs. So people are like, you know, there are so many examples like LA token, and they are expecting people to buy art, and they're saying, no, we are not security, no. But they are. So in our case, Oh, one more thing. Paul Hastings is our law firm. They're one of the best law firm, and if they don't believe in our project, they don't work with us. They have too many. They have done so many ICOs. They have done one of the biggest ICOs ever, Filecoin. They have done that. So they are doing our ICO. That means that is a very big, brand issue. Brand. What do you say?
Endorser.
Yeah, brand for them, because they don't want to align with any project which they are going to fail. But Paul Hastings is working with us.
All right,
if we have their information on our website.
All right, next question from James Stewart. I imagine a lot of freelancers are loyal to a platform because their reviews and ratings are on there. Will you pull in those reviews or ratings so they don't have to start from nothing?
That is a good point. What is his name?
James.
I want to give him some coins.
James.
What is his name?
James Stewart.
James, amazing. That is amazing. I have never thought about that. Yes, I would love to pull that, so that they get some credibility on our platform. That is amazing. Thank you very much. We're definitely going to do that. Amazing concept. Yes. I want to pull that. Yeah, okay, right now we don't have it. That is an amazing. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, that will change the world.
I guess, does Upwork even have an API? I don't think you can pull it from Upwork.
No, they don't have to pull that. I can just give them a screenshot space, other portfolios.
Maybe
they don't have to. No, we don't have to integrate. I don't think that I don't want to integrate because they can sue me. No, I don't want to integrate. We'll give them a space for other platform portfolio,
All right.
So basically, I don't worry about me or about freelancer going to other platform, because I know that they can't compete with me, but they do. They don't want people to know about my platform, because they can't compete with me. They don't have a single feature they can compete with me. Okay. So yeah, James, thank you very much. Just hit me up on Telegram. That is amazing, man. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right. So next question. I'm not sure you can really comment on this. It's kind of a
statement.
He's saying, how will the value of your coin rise?
Oh, okay. So look, I'm in the US.
Yeah, I don't think you want to comment.
Yeah, I want to answer, but you know what? If you're good with numbers, I'll give you some metrics. You do the math. Our market cap is 20 million, and we are working against a company with 650 million. Two competitors, Fiverr 650, Upwork 650. So that is 1.3 billion. And you do the math, man. Right. What can I say, right?
Next question is, you have a database. You have Oracle. How is this decentralized?
Our database, look, I think I have to explain that in a different manner. So we have blockchain, which is decentralized for transaction. So there are so many. So blockchain is just a platform. You can use that for anything. You can use that to store data. You can use that to store to do transaction. You can use that to distribute rewards. You can do anything, almost anything with blockchain. We decided not to use blockchain to store data. That is because why do you want to make your data public? Your personal data. For example, we are doing KYC. This is know your customer. We cannot do that on blockchain because you can, but you cannot store the data on the blockchain because it will be public, and we don't want it. We don't want that. So we don't want our project data because, for example, if our data is public on blockchain, big companies won't come to us, won't use our platform. So we need to make that private. I mean, that is the best way. That is the best architecture. So decentralized for transaction, rewards, membership, not for personal data and project data. That will actually against our business.
All right. So next question is, you seem to be copying other projects like 0x, QuantStamp, Upwork, etc., and improving their techniques. True value is in originality. How will you innovate in order to be a market leader and not a follower?
Okay, so QuantStamp It's just marketing strategy. We are not doing so. I took numbers from 0x. That is how statistics works. 0x had a very good strategy for a coin distribution. So if you see something good, you have to put your ego aside. Imagine thinking that I'm the best. I can come up with awesome things of myself. I don't follow somebody. I am not like that. If I say something awesome, and if I say that is working, and if that wins, that make everybody wins, I want to adopt that strategy. For example, 0x had a market. I'm sorry, a
cap?
max cap. Yeah,
24?
max cap of like $2,000 or something.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, like 1,800 or so.
Oh, 1,800 or something. And I look at the numbers, I look at the graph, and anything happened with crypto. For example, a market cap went from 180 billion to 140 billion. I'm talking about the crypto market cap. 0x coin went from 22 cents to 20 cents. Okay? And Propi went from $1 to 30 cents.
Propi. don't talk about Propi right now.
So what do you want me to do? I love 0x. I love their strategy. Okay?
Right.
And that is about 0x. Which is the other one he said? Quantstamp. Quantstamp, they came up with the... Quantstamp, everybody is doing the marketing. So Quantstamp just changed the way you call it. Instead of bounty program, they call it proof of care. So I like that.
Right. Yeah, because the proof of caring is basically just a bounty program.
Exactly.
Right? So it's not really anything new.
Right? Exactly. So they just modified it. I'm doing it better than Quantstamp. They use Google Forms. Okay. And once you submit, you're done. You can't really see it. You have to search your email. But we developed the system, and we developed it in 2 days. And if you go to our, I will make it live today, tomorrow morning. I'm an EST. So you can actually see all those rewards and everything in our system. So it is not just copying; it is improving.
Right. Because I'll just make a comment on this. Wabi tried to reinvent the wheel by making this auction system for bidding on their tokens during the ICO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they did a poll to the community because the community didn't like it. Right? I myself also talked to the team and I didn't like it. Right? Nobody really likes auctions, right? Because it was an auction where people just bid on the right.
Oh no, we're not. Okay.
Yeah, so they had a poll with the community, and I think like 91% of the community said, toss this whole auction thing aside. Just give us a whitelist, right? Because they tried to reinvent the wheel and they're trying to innovate, which is good. But if something is working, right, it works for a reason.
Exactly.
Because 0x really innovated with the whitelist, and lots of ICOs after that have done whitelists because it works for a reason, right?
No, I need to do whitelist for legal reasons too. I cannot I cannot just collect money from everybody. Oh, one more thing. We're going to accept a contribution from accredited US investors. You can be more transparent than this, yeah? So I am actually saying that anybody in the US can sue me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so next question is about exchanges. I guess you can't really answer this. What are your listing plans? Yeah, you can't really.
Yeah, so that is the reason we have one exchange guy in our team. So I have seen projects like DAO Casino. They're still on Ether Delta. I have some investment. I'm like, oh my God, Ben, this is
I think I sold all my tokens for DAO Casino. But anyway. Yeah, but so I guess you can't really comment on that.
So I've been inside this crypto world too long to know that exchange is the biggest thing. And I want to tell you one more thing. If nobody builds an exchange, I'm going to build one. You can build your own exchange. But that I say that as a joke. But we have on a serious side, we have Rob Gonsalves.
Uh-huh.
He he used to own a OTC exchange in Texas. We have connections, and actually, I cannot comment a lot on that because we have to sign documents with the exchanges. But and one more thing, another important factor to list in an exchange is the exchanges look at the law firm you're working with, and they look at your KYC program, AML program. So we have everything covered. Paul Hastings has a lot of respects. Paul Hastings is our law firm. He has a lot of respect in the legal world. So I wanted to make sure that our coin will list in exchange 100%, and I'm doing all kind of legal groundwork for that. That is the most important thing. I am 100% aware of that.
Yeah.
Please pray about it.
All right. So next question is there a contract forbidding VCs from selling their tokens for a certain period so that there is no dump after the ICO like we see often?
Yes. We have a gestation period. We have 2-year, what is that called
vesting?
Again? Yeah, vesting, 2-year vesting and 6 months cliff for all the Boon team.
All right. So
who asked that? Who asked that question?
That was Soli. Is the name?
What is it?
Soli.
Okay, Soli. All our metrics are perfect. You know, this is the person. Ian is the guy who's the metrics guy. Okay, so I'm close with Ian. So do you think that our metrics will be off? No, man. We are perfect. Everything is perfect.
No, I mean, this disclosure, I'm not an advisor for Boon Coin, right? But Raj does follow my spreadsheet, right? I
do follow Ian's spreadsheet.
Yeah. All right. So next question: do tokens get burned?
Yes, if it is not sold out, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't want that to happen. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, we will take care of you. You know, I want everybody to win. Whoever trusts me with their money, I want you to win, and we will, because we have a great product. Whoever knows about this field know the consequences. We actually will disrupt the legacy business model, you know. And I know that word disrupt is thrown around, like blockchain disrupt that, disrupt this, but we certainly are going to do that because they don't have a prayer. They have nothing again. They have nothing to compete with us, you know. Yeah. Their prayer is nobody find us out. But you know, with the ICO, that will change.
All right. So let's see if there are any other questions. Okay, so Sully says, I like what you're doing. Sounds great, but I would advise you to revamp your brand and website design.
Yeah, actually, that is true. I have a new graphic designer. Which website? Boon.tech or Boon.vc?
I think Boon.vc, the ICO one.
Okay, who?
Sully, that's Sully.
Okay, Sully, can you please message me? My handle is Boon.tech and Telegram.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you please message me?
Yeah, I think I also told you the same thing as well, right?
I changed that, Ian. I redid our website.
Okay, I think he's talking about the app or the website. I think both.
Yeah. App also. I'm doing the redesign.
Yeah, because right now, like, I think people really care a lot for branding. In the sense of design, right? They want everything to be like Apple, you know, like Steve Jobs changed everything, right? They want something. Yeah,
it's a great guy.
Because there are apps out there where one app is not the best, but it has the best design, and it ends up getting a bigger market. All right. So next question. I'm not seeing any questions. James says he'll take the free coins.
Sure. James, that was an amazing idea. I never thought about that. See, that is the thing. You know, if I see a good idea, we need to put our ego aside and understand that you cannot come up with everything by yourself, you know? Yeah. So you have to adopt, and that is the best, that is the way to grow. And you can't just sit and say, oh, I'm the smartest person in the world. Oh, I will come up with all my ideas. No, that is not good. No, that is not the way. You know, we need to adapt, And if you hear something, immediately when he said that, James, when he said that you have to put the portfolio information of others, I know that that is a game changer. That it definitely is.
All right. So website again is boon.bc, right?
Yes, ICO site. Yes.
Yeah, that's the ICO site.
And Boon.tech is our platform. And I have a new design for Boon.tech, which we will implement in a day or two.
All right. So yeah, I think that's it for questions right now. People are just making statements saying Propi's choking them right now.
Is that?
And Propi's choking them right now. That is that's Sam.
Propi choked me, man. I invested in Propi.
Yeah, so
that is how I know. I invested in Propi, and Propi didn't have any kind of max cap. I invested in DAO Casino.
There was a cap. I mean, because the cap was 30 million, but they only use...
No, individual cap.
Oh, individual
they didn't have an individual cap.
Okay, all right.
So any project with individual cap will perform way better without an individual cap. And DAO Casino is not listed in any exchange other than in Ether Delta. Yeah. So I follow all these big coins, see what they are doing, what is working. If it is not working, we don't do that. If it is working, we accept that. No ego or nothing like you cannot. I don't say it is copy,
I mean, so one thing that kind of frustrates me with all these ICOs, right? They all try to reinvent the wheel at times, right? And for us as investors, we're like, if it's working, don't mess it up, right? Like all these different things they keep on doing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Actually, my first job was with GE. Okay, the one thing I learned from GE is you have to be systematic and you have to use a system, which means like for example in GE, let's say that you're starting a project. Okay, so you put the budget and you put the timeline in a system. It will give you all the documents, how many resources you need, all the details of the project. Okay, so they have all the metrics and they give you everything. And if you work in GE, you become very systematic. You will know the values of, you will know how the metrics work. What you have to always use use what works, and you have to do A/B testing all the time. So if something is not working, we will change it. But we will not. We don't. If there is no need to reinvent the wheel, we should not do that. And for example, in the ICO space, there are thousands of projects now. At least like 50 ICO every month, right? And you can easily tell, you can easily follow something which is doing well. And if you lose money in investing like Propi and DAO Casino, you won't forget that. So I don't want to do anything which is a failed project and only trying to emulate the successful people. So, for example, Constant, he's like Trump, man. They just changed the words. That's it. So they changed the words. So I thought that is amazing,
Yeah.
And we're going to do the same.
All right. So Marcus is saying there's a countdown on your website that says 10 days. Are you going to change that?
Yeah. So I just came to know that we were planning to start on November 10th, but I didn't know that the fork is happening on 16th. So I will change it.
All right.
But Mark, go and register. I'll give you like 25% bonus right now, because you find out through Ian. Ian and me goes a very long time back, and I'm gonna do good things to Ian.
All right. All right. Any other questions, guys? Before we wrap up this AMA.
Okay.
All right. I don't think we have any other questions. Do you want to make any last comments or statements?
Yeah, so basically, important metrics: 20 million hard cap, 6 million soft cap, 4 cents per coin, no minimum, maximum is 20 Ether or $6,000. We are going against a market which cannot compete with us in any shape, way, or form, and we have an amazing team. We have an amazing law firm. We are based in the US. We are doing everything transparent and legal. We have a lot of interest. We have more than 1,000 people on Telegram. We only did Telegram marketing just up until now. but we are going to start everything, all major marketing pretty soon. So right now we are going through KYC. If you're interested, please join please register and do the KYC. We will whitelist you. And apart from that, I honestly think that we are the best ICO going on right now in terms of everything, like in terms of team, in terms of metrics, in terms of future growth, in terms of need for something on blockchain. People invent things and say that, okay, there is another a portal. You don't have a portal need to not be on blockchain, but we really need blockchain to implement this. And this is something which actually changes the world, especially for freelancer. Anybody who is going to invest, I want them to win. I want the freelancers to win. I want the employers to win. And if everybody around us win, we also win. And so that is my message. Boon to the moon, guys.
That rhymes. All right, guys. So you heard it from him, from Raj. I'll also make a few last closing statements.
Yeah,
so, Raj,
but I am so glad that I did the AMA with you today, just because of that comment from James. That is, you have no idea how big that is,
Okay, all right. I like
yeah,
that. I like
so
that.
Thank you, James.
I have a very smart audience here. All right, so
yeah, you do. They're not amateurs, they're not novice.
All right, so my last comments are, as I mentioned earlier, disclosure. Me and Raj have been friends for a while. I've known Raj since I was in college. Raj has kind of been like an older mentor for me for a while, right? He's a very shrewd business person. He kind of helped me really understand and navigate the corporate world, right? Working at IBM, Deloitte, in IT, right? Because he has that background in IT.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you remember, Ian?
Together.
Do you remember, Ian? We had a conversation whether you want to go to PhD.
Yeah. So Raj is somebody, he's always been a friend of mine. But with that being said, though, right, this is not an endorsement. I am not a financial advisor, right? You guys should go out there, do your own research. That's why the spreadsheet is there, right? This is there for you to show you guys my own opinion of what I'm investing in, right? But I will not be doing an official review because there's a conflict of interest with us being friends. So you guys will have to go out there, do your own homework and all that stuff, right? Don't just blindly invest in what I'm investing in, right? But yeah, with that being said, though, I haven't invested yet in the ICO, but I'm definitely looking at it. I'm not part of the bounty program yet, but I may be part of that proof of confidence, with that name, right? Based on this video, right? But anything I do, I'll always.
Did you like that term, Ian? Proof of confidence, better than care, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty catchy. Nice marketing.
That is the whole point.
I mean, because QuantStep has really changed marketing in general, right? And it's kind of funny because it didn't really hit me that it's just a regular bounty program until you mentioned it right now. Right? It's just a bounty program with a new name.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
But it's the same thing, right? People have to.
Yeah, it's just branding,
Yeah, so
they're good at branding. I mean, that is a genius idea, actually.
Yeah, so
you can't really. It's just like plucking from thin air,
Right, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I may be part of that proof of confidence. But yeah. With that being said, guys, thank you all for being here on the AMA. Love you guys. Go out there, and hopefully we'll have a moon landing. Take care.
Go to the moon. Hit rhymes.